Hold on, hold on. Can you hear me now? It's Cheri. I'm in the craft camper and I don't know how to use technology. Hopefully you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Is it better, guys? Any sound? Any sound? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, perfect. Yay, yay, yay. So let me start over. How are you all doing? It's December 28th. It's coffee and chat. I'm excited to be here. And yeah, as you're popping in, say hello. Tell me where you're watching from. I am sorry, I was muted. I'm just getting used to the whole thing here. Patty, Patty, my girl is over on Instagram. How are you doing, dear? I miss you. I miss you. One of my Indiana crafty family. Yeah, can you guys hear me over on Instagram now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I think it's working over here. Judy, let's see. Okay, nope, Judy said good. Okay. We have Lore, and again, Froggy Knits. Got to give Froggy Knits like the shout out because I just love the name. Froggy, like we have Froggy Knits there. That's like your Froggy Knits little icon right there. That's yours. Oh, I miss you too. Yep. Are you crafting much? Are you doing much crafting? Sheena, hello to you. Judy, 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 Judy. Just are you done yet? You're getting close, right? Getting close. Getting close. Everybody keep praying for Judy. She's fighting the nasty, nasty medical battle with cancer. And we just need to pray for her. So if you're a praying person, I would appreciate that. Libby3. We have Nikita. Nikita, did you get my email? Okay, Nikita. I sent your yarn, but it was kind of a hot mess. I'm not gonna lie. I'll talk about that here in a minute. But hopefully you got my email. If you didn't get my email, Nikita, it's on its way. And I don't know if you're gonna have like duties because nobody could tell me duty the like taxes or whatever. And if you do, you need to email me and I will send you like some money because I don't want you to have to get charged for the free yarn that you won last week. Yeah. So, anyways, hello Dale. Hello, Dale. Nope, it wasn't you. It was me. It was me being silly. Hello, Robin and Bev and Teresa and Justine. And you know what? I could be doing this. Carmen Fernandez is with us, everybody. Say hi to Carmen. We have Mammy Ponderosa over in Chile on the Instagram. I can't put her little name up here though. We have Bill and Joyce Arrington, the roaming home. Good. I'm glad you can hear me. Diane says loud and clear. I hope everybody did have Froggy Knits. Good, happy holidays to everyone. Elevated mindset for anybody who's new coming into the live. I just thank you for joining in. Thank you for joining in here. It's really just like a kickback and chat day. I've got a few questions to answer, but if you all have any questions, you can just shoot them into the comment section, and I'll be happy to answer them. Hello, Anne. How are you doing? Anne is in South Wales. We have Mary in Florida. And again, Judy. We have Bev in the UK. We have Kelly in Maine, in beautiful Maine. Beautiful Maine. I have to tell you, I watch a TikToker who it's like it's like people who sell guns. I think I know this is crazy, I don't know, but they live in Maine and I watch them because they live off grid, and I just, oh, their property is beautiful and I have to like watch because it's just gorgeous. Maine is gorgeous, so at least whatever I've seen of it on anything, it's gorgeous. Oh, we have Dale's in Maine too. Dale, there's Kelly, Dale, they're both in Maine. Let's see. Crystal says I got my loops and threads and I'm cranking them out. Do you like it, Crystal? Do you like the loops and threads? What are you using the facets yarn? Hello to Sufan Tam 97. Sufan Tam. Hello to all of you on Instagram who are popping in. I am sorry if I missed any of your comments because as you pop in, it like, it shows me that you're popping in and then it goes so fast and then the comments go away and then I don't see them. Northern Indiana. Yeah, that's where I used to live. Hello from England. You're in England. Yes. Froggy Knits is in England. Let's see. We have Carmen is in Maryland. And we have Carol in I'm squinting. See, I'm old. North Carolina. I have to tell you guys, I got to get my map out. I got this so cool, like scratchy offy map from some of my Indiana crafty family, they sent me like a little package. I did it like an unboxing a long time ago, and it's sitting in my room, and I want to mount it. And maybe the first of the year we'll go through and we'll do one of these lives, and I'll scratch off like wherever the country is that you're located or the state. I can do the scratch off. I want to try it, and then I can have like a little pretty map of all of you and where you're all located. Okay, we have Libby 3 in Ontario. Teresa's in Maine. Lots of people in Maine. I'm a little jealous of the people in Maine. Sheena's in Cali. Sheena's got some birthday cake and some balloons. Sheena, is it your birthday? If it's your birthday, happy birthday. Or if you're just like, it's a party and you're happy you're here, thank you for being here. We have Drad Finat over on Instagram. I don't think I said your name, Drad Finat, right? But you wanted me to say it, so I apologize. We have someone in St. Louis, Missouri. That's Contero Rosio. You guys are probably laughing at me because I can't pronounce anything. We have said Mahood is they're from Pakistan, but they're living in Dubai. Dubai has the beautiful like don't they have the tallest building in the world? Isn't that in Dubai? We have Anna. Anna, you had a question. I saw your question. I think it was you, Anna. I want to talk about Anna's question. And I was I was conjugating. I was thinking conjugating. That's my English word for today. The kids would not like that word, conjugate verbs when you're like doing, whatever. Okay. We have Peta. Why wouldn't it let me touch you? I shouldn't. It wouldn't let me touch you, Peta. I'm sorry. We have Justine in the UK, Crystal in Arizona, Darcy's in Missouri, Sue is in Mississippi. We have Robin in Central Kentucky. Anna's got those frogs. We're loving the frogs. Elevated Mindset is from Houston, Texas. Thank you, Elevated Mindset, for the kind words. I hear Judy has an update. She's so excited. She has 3 more days of radiation, 8th, 9th, and 10th, and you'll be done. Do you get to ring a bell? You should be able to break something with the hammer, too. You guys, I have to tell you, I'm so happy about that, Judy. I'm so happy. It'll be nice when you're done, and hopefully, I got to move my coffee over here before I spill it. Hopefully, you can get all your strength back, and we're praying for you that happens. I have to tell you guys, I got to show you really quick. I have to show you what I got for Christmas. Actually, I bought it for myself, but here, let me show you. Look, looky, loo. Look, I got a new chair, so my butt won't hurt. And I'm so excited because, hold on, there we go. I can kick off my shoes, and I'm going to sit like crisscross applesauce. That's what the kids say nowadays, right? Crisscross applesauce. All right, we'll get back to some comments here. Oh, I'm going criss. And I'm a little old. So I'll sit like this for a while, and then I'll try to straighten out my legs, and it won't work. And y'all can laugh at me. Stacy is in Indianapolis. We have Heather in Arkansas. Brittany in Texas. Dale, thank you so much. Dale Allen Robinson, thank you. Praying for Judy. Thank you for that. Okay, Nikita says, yes, I did. Awesome. Okay, let me talk about this for just a hot second. I have to tell you. So I have never, somebody asked where I'm from. I'm in West Michigan in the States. That's where I'm from. But I have to tell you, I've not shipped internationally. Why am I yelling at you? I'm so sorry if I'm yelling. I haven't shipped anything internationally except for maybe to Canada, which I don't consider Canada international, but it's been a long time since I've done that. Like something on eBay or something. And long ago, my husband had to like send some records to Germany or something. So I thought this wasn't going to be a big deal because we did a yarn giveaway. We're not going to do one today, guys. We're going to do one next week. So you have to come back to the coffee and chat next week because we'll have a fun giveaway of some really cool yarn. But we're not going to do one today because I have to do the unboxing of my yarn that I'm going to give away, which I haven't done yet. It's sitting on my table in my house. But anyways, I digress. So I was seeing Nikita's like one skein of yarn. She's, it's to the Netherlands, which sounds just delightful. And I can't do UPS. My UPS stores around here wouldn't even touch it unless I wanted to pay $300. And I'm like, I love Nikita, but I'm not paying $300 to ship this yarn. So I did it USPS, but then it's not easy. We got it figured out. We got it shipped. But then they said that there might be tax or duty that she has to pay. And I don't know how that works, Nikita, on your end. So I don't know. Moving forward, because I don't want anybody to have to pay for free stuff. And I'll make sure we work that out, Nikita. So get with me if you get anything that says you have to pay duty on this, whatever. But they said it was up to the country. They had an estimate. It could be anywhere from $0 to $15 or $20 maybe, depending on what it was. So anyways, and that's US dollars. So it's frustrating for me because I want to do giveaways for all over, but it might not be as easy as what I think. So moving forward, we might have to do just US and Canada. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But we have Jennifer in West Virginia. More prayers for Judy. Judy, they're coming your way. We have Connie and Kelly. Everybody's praying for you, Judy. The PJ mommy is here. I have to tell you guys, I feel really bad. We did the Zoom, my brain. We did the Zoom craft thing last night. I just chat. Like I talked a lot. Everybody else crafted and I just talked. But there were just a handful of us in there. I feel really bad because I saw after the fact that there were lots of you who wanted the link, but it was after it started is when it came through for me. And I didn't see any of that because I'm in the live. So for the next one, I'll make sure to send out the Zoom information. But make sure to check your spam too, because I know some of the links went out and it went to spam, but we had a good time last night, guys. It was so fun to see some faces and chat back and forth. I didn't get to see the PJ mommy's face. Sandy didn't share her face, which is totally fine. When you do the Zooms, you can come in like she did. She just stayed off camera, but we chatted. So it was nice because of the back and forth. So I really loved it. It was really nice. I probably enjoyed it more than the rest of them, but because like here, it's just, I get to talk to you and you all get to type something back to me, but I don't get to see your face or hear your voice. And it's nice to have that connection. So if you're longing for some like-minded crafty connection, stay tuned for the next one. I think it'll be like a Sunday at 3 Eastern Standard Time is when we'll do the next one. I don't have the date yet, but stay tuned. It's coming. If you want to get signed up for that, just let's see, where's the best? I'll put a link in the description in the YouTube video, and I'll share a link in the Facebook. I won't be able to do it on Instagram. If you are interested, just shoot me a message and I'll make sure that you get the link. Okay. So, but we had a good time. It was nice, wasn't it, Sandy? It was really nice. I liked it anyway. Let's see. We have Helen from England and Mary. Welcome, Mary. Mary's first time here. Hopefully I don't scare you away. Hopefully you'll stick around. We have lots of people, lots and lots and lots of people who just got the either the Loombot if they were lucky since it's sold out now, or they got the Central 48 for Christmas. So a lot of people just getting started. And I'm excited. So if you're just popping in and you haven't gotten into the CranKnit community on Facebook, please join the community. It's an awesome place to get like tips and see what everybody else is doing. And if you're curious about like how to get started too, because I actually have someone who Dr. Samar said, you can teach me who do you knit by videos. I have YouTube videos like a CranKnit 101 series on YouTube that kind of goes over some stuff. Like from, like the machines and the yarn and all the things. So check that out too. What got you into sewing, crafting? How long have you been making wonderful things from yarn? Elevated mindset. This is an awesome question. I was never like, my mom crocheted a lot. And one of my older daughters, she knitted. My mom actually taught my daughter Allison to knit, and she's our second oldest. She's 24, I think now, 24. My mom, who's now passed, taught my Allison to knit, and they tried to teach me, but I had like no patience for it. Like I could crochet a chain. I could not knit at all. Like I was scared of the too big needles or whatever. So my only like My only understanding of yarn was bulky weight yarn because my daughter Allison, I used to own and operate a brick and mortar like painting studio. If you've seen like where you can go and make stenciled signs, I used to run a studio like that for about 5 years, a little over 5 years. I had a studio in Indiana. People could come in for a workshop and sit down and I would teach them how to paint signs. So we would do the stencils and I had customs and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun. But Allison ran that with me and she would do the hand knitted blanket workshops, which were a huge hit. She taught those. And I will tell you, I was so intimidated. A lot of times I wouldn't even be there when she taught the workshops. The only thing I had to do was find this bulky weight yarn. A lot of times I'd order it from Hobby Lobby. So I only knew like bulky weight yarn, knew nothing else about yarn, knew nothing about crochet or knitting or whatever. When my mom, I'm going to tell the story. So hopefully this isn't too long-winded for all of you, but I want to tell the story. So my mom, it was a year ago this past July, or actually a year ago, it'll be 2 years in April. Is that right? My mom got really sick, and 2 years in April. My mom got really sick, and we didn't know what we were gonna do. She needed to be taken care of. So I ended up having to move to Indiana and be away from my family to take care of my mother, who ended up having to come home on hospice. It was like all a bunch of stuff. We didn't have any decision. It was our last final thing was I had to move to Indiana, which I did. And I stayed there for 3 months to take care of my mom while she was dying. In that process, I started hand embroidery because I had to do something because I was like, for anybody who's dealt with someone like losing a loved one, but then taking care of a loved one and like trying to deal with that and all it is, you're consumed by it. So I did hand embroidery. That's where the name Hoop and Home came from. And I started recording my TikTok videos. So, so I did these recordings with embroidery, and it was just what got me through my days. I would do stitching every day for sometimes no more than maybe 15 or 20 minutes. Then about a year ago, a little over a year ago, that's when this whole thing started. I saw on TikTok, I saw It's Me Polly B was using her Addy machine, the black and red one, to make a hat on TikTok. And I got like so sucked into it. And I would watch her for hours. And she would do custom hats live on TikTok. And I would sit there and she would like start at 10 o'clock in the morning and be making hats until 5. And she'd have people buying her hats that she was cranking out right there live, and they could pick their colors. And I was just mesmerized. I just thought this is so cool. And I had always, always, always longed to be able to like understand the fascination with like knitting and crochet, but I never had the ability or the skill, or at least the patience to do anything like that. Like I'm kind of an attention deficit crafter. If you all know, like, I can't be alone in this, like attention deficit crafter. Like you do something for a while and then you get bored, right? Or you don't feel inspired. And then you move on to the next thing and you move on to the next thing. And I'm still a little bit that way, but not so much. Since I've been doing this, it's like I found my thing. Like I found my thing. So I bought a machine. My husband and my daughter Allison are like, what are you going to do with all these hats? So I got the Central 48 because I couldn't afford the Addy at the time. So I got the Central 48, started making hats. I had no idea. I like made hats for everybody in my family, made hats for myself, multiple hats. Started sharing what I was doing, just like I was doing with the embroidery, with no like real direction as to what I was going to do with it. But then I started getting all these hats. And then I started seeing lots of people telling me that they make hats and they donate them. So I thought, well, I'm going to look. And this kind of leads into Anna's question. I have a question from Anna. I'll pull it up here and read it to you. So I thought, what am I going to do with these hats? I wasn't sure if I was going to sell them. I wasn't sure if and I decided that I would just make them to donate. I could, I love doing this. I love creating, and then I could help people too. And it's kind of like, I don't want to say it's an excuse to make more, but it's kind of an excuse to make more. And it's been wonderful. And all this social media stuff has exploded because there's so many other people, I think, that, they're fascinated by it. They love the idea of it. They love the being able to do something quickly and still be able to have the love of yarn. But I'll tell you, in the process, then I learned, or I taught myself how to crochet, how to knit, and it was all because of the machines. Like I was less intimidated. I learned about yarn. When I first started, people would say to me, like they would watch my videos and they would say, center pole, like do the center pole. And I still have the yarn barf on the center pole, like where you pull this out and but I didn't even know what that was. I didn't even know, like they said center pole. I'm like, what the heck are they talking about? So anyways, there's my story. That's how I got started. We're here now. I've done lots of things. I found my groove. I'm sharing it with all of you. My hope is to like just keep spreading the word about it. For those that don't know, and you can try it out and see if it's the thing that you love as well, or add it to your crafting, what do I want to say, arsenal of things, all things making and good, right? Because my other theory with this is, and I see it because I get these just heartfelt messages of people we all need a little, we all need therapy, right? We all, like, the world sucks, right? Our lives, we have tough things going on. I just know that making, crafting, it's therapeutic. There's something about it that is you can kind of get consumed in what you're doing. There's all that reward even in the process, it's just as much fun buying the yarn as it is making stuff with it, right, guys? So that whole process it's good. It's good for all of us, right? It's good for all of us. So hopefully, I don't know, that was probably too much. That was long-winded. 365 with Dias. Oh, thank you from Brazil. Thank you for watching. And we have someone from Argentina. All right, I'll keep going, but thank you for that question. Hopefully, like that, but that's how I started. I still do a little bit, sorry, I bumped this. I still do a little bit of hand embroidery every now and then when I can, but I don't want to say I've given that up. I'm just really into like all the yarn stuff. It's just, and I just love sharing it. It's so much fun. Okay, we have okay, Anna. Let me go to because this leads into your and I don't know if it was Anna Peters. It was Anna Peters. I'm just finishing my sister's infinity scarf and then working on a gnome after after on the 48 pin. The gnomes are so cute. I have not made a gnome. I think it'd be cute to make a gnome, and I have not made a scarf yet, guys. That's going to be something coming up, so you guys will have to stay tuned. I've got the wheels turning for what we can do together, like a project. Okay, so Anna says, I've messaged local homeless shelters, charities, and oncology departments at local hospitals for me to donate hats. Still no replies of yet. I'm hoping I'll get answers, replies soon before the warmer weather hits. I cannot send hats too far. At a field, as the cost of parcels are very high, which yes, they are. The cost to send stuff is expensive, because I've thought about us pooling, like the people that want to make but don't want to have to mess with donating, maybe getting certain places that'll take them, and then you can send them to, like, me or whoever, and then distribute it. But I just know how expensive that is. It says, I've used my Christmas savings to buy the yarn and using my spare time to make the hats. I will keep praying that you get someone to contact you back. But I'm kind of wondering too. Are you Anna, where are you located? Where are you located at? Are you in the States? Are you in the UK? Where are you located? Because I do know I think it just depends on the area, guys, because I know some people have contacted me that they couldn't even donate unless stuff is bagged properly. And I do put stuff in Ziploc bags, but I don't put it in like a professional package. And I found that the shelter, the main shelter that I donate to, they're not real picky. But I will tell you, they took a while to get back with me. Like, I had heard back from the senior center and the women's shelter before I heard from the homeless shelter. It took them a while because it was, I think the bigger the organization, I think the longer it takes to get through the chain to get back to you. So maybe look for smaller places, like smaller little charities that you can donate to. You might get a quicker response, like cancer center, or like cancer charities would be good, because people that are battling cancer, it'd be another great way, because I know that they could use hats too. So hopefully that's helpful, Anna. I was kind of had my wheels going about, like, I love doing research, and it would be kind of cool if I could maybe help, like, we can put our brains together. Like, if you let me know, like, send me a message, let me know where you're located, and I can maybe do some research. I love doing that kind of thing. So so if you, like, Anna, if you want to like message me to Cheri at hoopandhome.com, and just tell me where you're, like, you don't say it on here, like, obviously, like, location, don't do that. But I can maybe help with research and trying to help you find some places to donate, because I really would enjoy doing that. All right, let's see. We have MN Custom Made, Barb LaFond. Hello, how are you? How are you doing, Barb? Teresa said, 1 million. Yes, that was for comments and responses. Now, I was blown away when I saw this, but then I have to be completely honest. Out of those 1,100,000 comments, or it's like comments, likes, whatever, that's a lot, guys. That's just a lot. All of it's a lot. But there's a lot of people that don't like what we're doing too, and that those are in that million people. I have to tell you, I had like a little bit of a, I don't know, when it's like the hormonal time, and then I read some of the comments. But this is the thing, I realize, and I'm going to go into the beginning of the year, and I'm going to set this. I'm not really about like resolutions and all this stuff. I will set a hat goal. Maybe everybody start thinking about your hat goals for like how many hats you want to make for the year. Because I did last year, I set a goal that I would make, at least one hat a week. I know it doesn't sound like much for those of you who are busting butt making like 30 hats a week. But I stuck to doing my Friday hat videos, and I'll continue that. But I would like to add to that. But think about your hat goal, and then we can kind of share them with each other. But I am so grateful for all the people that have not so much liked what I'm doing, because a lot of you wouldn't be here without that. So it was like, it was the catalyst for this. It is still kind of the catalyst for us, getting it out to the masses. So hats off to the haters, I guess. So out of those 1,100,000 comments, likes, whatever, shares, we have to thank haters, right? So Linda in Massachusetts, Elevated Mind says, I've become addicted to watching your videos. Oh, thank you. It could be bad though, because then y'all can't see, but I have all my yarn here for my upcoming, and this is not crank knitting, this is not circular knitting, but the Secret Yarnery, she has her like temperature blanket. I'm gonna try one of these, guys. I'm giving a shout out to this because I love her pattern. It's the ultimate temperature blanket. You can do it in different sizes, and it has it so it's like tassels on the end, so you don't have to weave in your ends. So yeah, so I'm excited about that. I got all my yarn. You all saw my big bag of Big Twist value. That's what I was trying to get, was that while it was still on sale. That we'll talk about that. That's another thing too. Oh, Joanne. Oh, Joanne, how I love your yarn, how you need to get your stuff together. Yeah, I did send a second email, Nikita. I'll check and I'll make sure that it's sent. I did. So keep an eye out for another email. Gohar says, being a textile engineer, I like your fancy knitted products. Want to get this crank mini machine. Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. You should get one. I'm telling you, it's awesome. Awesome. Crystal says, loops and threads facet is amazing. It's so soft. It goes through the machine like butter. You just have to be careful so like it doesn't like tear. That's the only thing, but I love it. Let's see. Oh, we have someone from India. Hatish, is it Hatish? Thank you for being here. Let's see. We have Sarah Martinez says, where do you get your yarn? I get it. Mainly I'm a Joanne like person. Like I go to Joanne. I will get some from Hobby Lobby. I go to Joanne's a lot of the time. But it's getting frustrating, guys. I'm not gonna lie, because half the time, let me tell you the story. We had several people who ordered before Christmas online for Joanne's, and they shared in the group their frustration because they didn't either get half the stuff or stuff didn't come, and they were trying to get yarn to make stuff for gifts, right? And I haven't experienced that because I haven't ordered anything online. But I will tell you, I went through for doing this, this temperature blanket thing that I want to do. Plus I needed some more yarn for some projects upcoming that I have planned. I went through and well, I went to Joann's and then I realized that they had the sale starting on the 26th, right? Where it was going to be like $249 for the skein of Big Twist. And I really needed a lot of Big Twist yarn. But if I went online and you can order and then have it pick it up in the store, you get 20% off. And it was like still that around that price. So I could actually get the skeins for $1.99. And this was right before Christmas. So so the day that the picture where I showed I went, I didn't get anything, it's because one, they didn't have much on the shelves because it was all in boxes and they hadn't put it on the shelves. And then two, the sale in the store wasn't the same as what was online. So I didn't buy anything, which is very unusual. That's very unusual. So so I came home and I told my husband, I said, I think we can order online and then just go back and pick it up. And I really didn't want to do that before Christmas, but I thought if I can get it for $1.99 a skein, I can get lots of yarn. I can have some for making kid hats because the Big Twist is great for like smaller hats too. So anyways, I did that. I had this full order. It said like most of the yarn said it was like 30 in stock, 50 in stock. There were only two that were like 3 in stock or 5 in stock. So I thought those two I might not get by the time they pull it, right? Well, come the next day, it says your order's ready. And then I get another email that says, we're sorry. This is, half of your order is canceled. That the stuff wasn't in stock. So what ends up happening is the inventory was not even close to right because I went back in and all the ones that said like 30 or 50 or whatever, they were down to 0 after I ordered my in-store. So their inventory isn't right. So how frustrating. So then I drove another so I went and picked up my partial order and then I drove like an hour to another Joann's that crossing my fingers had what they said in stock and I was able to get all but one skein that I was looking for. So so Joann's is a lot of times my go-to because Big Twist value works great through the machines. I use it for like all of my stuffed animals things. I love like Heartland, Lion Brand Heartland. You can get it at less expensive. I think at Michael's, but I don't have a Michael's closer. But I've started ordering from Ice Yarns, guys. And I have a huge yarn haul that I'm going to do a video, like an unboxing that I'm testing out a lot of their yarn. It comes straight from Turkey, so shipping is expensive, but if you it's a little intimidating too. It's a little intimidating because their website, they have like every yarn under the sun. So I was a little afraid to order from them, but I ordered, this was one of the first giveaways we did. I ordered this Picasso yarn. It's so nice. It's so nice. And the prices are like crazy. Now, once you add the shipping in, the shipping is alarming, but the cost of the yarn is so inexpensive. If you do, cost per gram, it's less expensive than most store sale prices. But I did get a whole big yarn haul that I'm going to try out a bunch of different yarns from them on the machine, because I think for those of you who are international, that would be a great, if I can go through and figure out what yarn brands do really well on the machines, I'll share all of that. That's my plan. Because I know like in other countries, you don't have Joann's, you don't have Michael's, you don't have Hobby Lobby. So some of those brands you can't get. But I have a sneaky suspicion that this yarn manufacturer, I think it's rebrands, guys. I think they might manufacture for like Hobby Lobby. Well, more Joann's, Michael's, Hobby online. I think that they might get their yarn for a lot of it from Ice Yarns. So that's my theory, is that and I don't know because I'm just learning about everything, but I think a lot of it might be rebrand. But typically, to answer a question, Joann's is where I get a lot of my yarn. But that's probably it might change. That might change. All right, so let's see here. And thank you all over on the Instagram for staying with me, because I know I haven't answered any of your questions over there. I know we had some people comment, and as I'm chatting away. All right. Okay, let me go down. Ashley said, are you selling the handmade toboggans anywhere, or do you happen to have a link? I do not sell any of the hats. I just donate my hats, and I need to have like a thing on my website. I think I'm going to put that on there, that I just donate. I don't sell. I've thought about, though, because I have a few people that reached out to me, because I said this before and I totally mean this. If you are someone who is making and selling, or sorry, my nose is running, um, or you are looking like that's something you want to do and you're kind of working that way, and you want, like, maybe we could do almost like a list of you guys on my website. So if that's something you're interested in, reach out to me, Cheri@hoopandhome.com. And I'm happy to like share and like say go here and buy their stuff, or go here and buy their stuff within the community here. Because I'd like to support whatever you're doing. So yes. Yeah, Sheena says, thank you. It's a party. Yeah, it is. It's a party. Rachel, thank you for being here. Rachel says it's her first time here from the UK. Miss Lady Lopez, how are you? Miss Lady Lopez, all the love to you. Hope you had a wonderful holiday. Let's see. Crystal says, how do I go about having you send people wanting tags, beanies, or palms? I want to make those one-stop shop. How do I go about having you send people wanting tags, beanies? Oh, Crystal, like we talked. No, Crystal, did we talk last night? How do I go about? I'm not sure. Palms, I can make them. Oh, you can make them. How do I go about having you send people wanting? Oh, okay. So you, Crystal, do you make them? Do you make palms and tags and beanies? If you do, send me a message, because I will tell you, I'm buying my pom. I was going to talk about pom poms, actually. Pom poms, because I had some questions about this. So send me a message, Cheri@hoopandhome.com, if that's what you're wanting. You're wanting me to like spread the love of people getting things. I will tell you, I talked about, and I think they had itchy ears. I talked about, I get my tags, my little heart tags, these tags here, from Artie Fox Studios. I get them on their Etsy shop. They now have like their own website, and I get the little heart rivets from them. I think they're called Chicago screws, guys. I think that's what they're called, because they screw. They don't snap. I love them. I absolutely love them. I've ordered from them a couple, several times. And I said last night, I'm like, well, if we could find somebody in the community, and because I've sent a lot of business their way. Like, everybody asks me, I'm like, Artie Fox Studios, I'm all about sharing. I'm an open book. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, this is what I do and I don't want anybody else to know. I kind of understand that if you're making and selling, but I don't, because it's like, it's, I don't know. There's enough money out there. There's enough customers. There's enough everything. I'm all about sharing, right? So, anyways, I got a message like while we were on our Zoom last night from them, and they were just very thankful, and it was very sweet. It was very, very sweet. And yeah, so it was just interesting, because I was like, well, I just, not that they don't appreciate it, but I haven't really heard from them. So it was just really sweet. They sent me a really nice message. But Artie Fox is where I've been getting my stuff. But if you do that kind of thing, please let me know, and we will let everybody in the community know too. I have no problem with that. Yes. She's like, hell yes, she'll be ringing that bell, right? Yep. Yes, for sure. Okay, let me see. Let's see. Can you ship to North Carolina? Ashley said, I don't know. Crystal said, it's sad that this is the highlight of my week. I would watch you all day long. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. See, I feel like I don't know. We all need to get in these Zooms together too, because like we need to build each other up. Because I understand you have a like crappy week. It, yeah, it's hard. It's hard, and this is fun to me. This is a lot of fun. Sometimes I feel funny just like talking to you guys and not actually showing you stuff, because I am like, just by nature, like I want to share and teach and all the things. You have to post. Oh, the PJ Mommy says you have to post it as a gift. Now, see, on the paperwork, I have the paperwork. I'll have to look at it again, because my husband filled it out for me. It didn't say it was a gift, but that's what you have to do. So no duty or tax, right? Because I bet that's the case for Canada. I don't know about that. They couldn't give us any idea. Yeah, I'll have to look at that because maybe we filled it all out wrong. It's a learning lesson for me for sure. Kim is in New York. Oh, your husband is Rona. Ugh. It's going around really bad right now. I don't know about where you're at, but I know lots of people are on the struggle bus with the illness here lately. I have to tell you though, my husband came home last night and he's like all like congested on one side. I'm like, you get me sick. Like, stay away from me. But I think it was just allergies. You know how that goes. Let me see here. Somebody says, do you give classes? Rawa over on Instagram asked if I give classes. I don't. I have lots of free YouTube videos. I do offer for all of you. I'll post a link probably later today for anybody that's interested. I do offer one-on-one Zooms if that's something you feel you need. I have like certain, like I've opened up a bunch more time slots. You sign up and then you get thrown into my calendar and then you can schedule it. And I have different times for people in different time zones. I don't have tons of openings just because as the new year starts again, we'll be starting back to school and I have to work around the school schedule and all of that. But I am open to that. But I do have lots of free stuff too. So it's just only if you feel like you need that, I do offer it. So I do offer one-on-one Zooms if that's something that you want. Oh, and I do have to say, I have my crank knitter sweatshirt on. I love this thing, guys. I love it. I love it. You know, it says, just in case you want to know, it says crank knitter, pronounced crank knitter, and it says just like a normal knitter but cooler, willing to spend countless hours turning a crank to make something extra awesome. You can get one of your own if you'd like in the merch shop. It's a way to support the channel. So I don't sell the hats. I have the merch. So if you want any merch, you can check that out. And if there's any kind of merch you want, like you guys want some kind of sweatshirt, I can try to make it. Cynthia says, hello from Oklahoma. It's freezing. It's been warmer here. It's finally starting to cool off again, but it's 43. It was like hot on Christmas. It was weird. I didn't like it. Not that I've been cold a lot, so you'd think that I'd be happy, but it was just weird, guys. Do you guys I just didn't have the Christmas feeling. I just feel bad because I didn't. Maybe if it was colder and snowier or whatever, I don't know. I just want to feel that year round. Like we're the giving spirit. We're just going to continue that on to the new year. It doesn't have to be just one day, right? Sheena, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Dorothy, thank you for that. Kim says, guess you missed the Zoom. I'm sorry, Kim, if you missed the Zoom. I know there were people that signed up that didn't get the link or had problems getting the link. And I'm still working through my whole system and my software. So hopefully I've got that fixed and moving forward. Is it cutting out for everybody else? Linda says it's cutting out for her. I don't know. Hopefully it's not. Hello to Charlotte in Norway. Oh, is it freezing? No, it's cold, like freezing, not the other freezing. I'm like arguing with myself, guys. Okay, let me scroll down here and see. Let me see if we got some more questions. Malawan, thank you for the kind words over there on Instagram. Oh, this is sweet here. MN Custom Made, Barb Lapon says that she attributed, and she's talking back to Elevated Mind. I attribute my crafting, especially my sewing, to my grandmother and my mom, which was over 55 years ago. See, that is so cool. I just love like if you can, oh, whoa, Ashley, hold on to your hat. Nobody's ignoring you, sweetheart. We're not ignoring you. I'm not. I'm just talking. And there's a whole bunch of other comments. But yeah, I don't sell. Not ignoring you. Let's see here. Oh, and Carol says, first timer here too. Just learned about the crank knitting machines. I haven't purchased one yet. Carol, you got to get one. It's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun. I would suggest, this is the other question that I had that I wanted to address that I've had several of, because lots of people are like, I see the videos. What should I start with? There's like two main machines. There were three. There was the Loomba and the Centro 48. Both of those are 48 pins. The Loomba is the teal and white one that I use, and the Centro is the pink and white one. Right now, the loom bots are all sold out, and there's like no, Fat Brain Toys doesn't have a date. It just says it's on back order and not sure when it is expected to come back into stock. And on Amazon, there aren't any either. So the teal and white one you can't get right now. But it's pretty much the same machine as the Centro 48. So that's a great starting place because I like the hat size. But I will tell you, the Addy 46 is a very well made machine. It's just it makes a smaller tube. It's 2 pins smaller. And I have that as well. But I make mainly all of my hats on the Centro 48 because I have a tendency to knit tight. And if I practice with the 46, I probably could get a looser tension and then use a softer yarn and get a better fit. But I just want to like, I think the 48 is just an easier machine to like, if you have issues to deal with. So getting started, and if like when I talked about in the beginning, if you were with us and I talked about being a serial crafter and you kind of like attention deficit crafter, if you're anything like that, for any of you out there that are thinking about these machines, I would get the less expensive one, try it out, see if it's something you like. If you love it, like I love it, then you could just get all the machines. Yes, all of them. And I will tell you, I had more questions about hanging them. I'm going to do a video this evening. Is like showing again how I hang them and post it onto the YouTube. I'll share it onto Facebook just for anybody that had questions about what I use, how I hang them. Because I could show you again, but this way it'll be there for anybody moving forward too. All right. Jane says, first timer here, had the Centro for Christmas. Oh, that's awesome. Made 5 hats. That's cool. I've only made 1 hat. Well, 2 hats. I'll make a 3rd one tonight. But I haven't made very many hats in the last week. I got to get cranking because I missed my cranking for community on Monday like I normally do because it was Christmas. Oh yeah. Okay. Yep, got it. Let's see. Thank you. Thank you, Sandy, for letting her know that. I wasn't ignoring her. Let's see. Carol says attention deficit crap. I am, and I admit it. I mean, I've always had that issue, but I will tell you, it's like for this, it kind of, it's great. It's great. I love it. Okay, so the back and forth about me not selling my hats. La 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 la. Let me see if there's any other questions here. Let's see, Linda, hoping to try to empty out my craft room of all the yarn and then start all over again. Oh, and I want to talk about this. Last night I mentioned, and I think, Sandy, I think you might have shared this. I'm not sure if you did. But I had said something about the weights. I think I'm going to order some of these guys and test them out. You can get weights for, they're like what you'd use on a regular flatbed knitter. You can weight your yarn. Because you had said using your stash, and I know like if Linda, if you're anything like any of us, we have lots of like red heart or some yarns that might not be as conducive like to the machines loving them. I'm going to test out using weighting some stuff down and seeing if we get a better result, and I will let you know. I will share with you how that goes. And see if they're worth it. I think they were just a little pricier, but they actually hang on the inside of your tube on your, like when you're cranking, and it helps to keep it weighted down so you don't have, I don't know if it'll help with the tucks, but I think it will help with the drops when you have yarn that has a tendency to want to move up in your machine because your machine's struggling a little bit to knit with it. So I think I've got those that I'll get those I got them in my cart. I got to order them and I will share that with you guys. Let's see, Elevated Mind. Miss Cheri, thank you so much for sharing your story. I lost my mom 2 years ago as well and started gardening for my therapy. Yeah, you should start Elevated Mindset. You should give it a try. I would garden. I love like the outdoors, but we live in like the trees and we get like no sunlight. So I tried doing tomato plants on the deck two summers ago or 3 summers ago, and green beans. The green beans worked. We could do those. We could do like pole beans, but I didn't get enough sunlight to even get like any like flowers on my tomato plants, and they weren't even hardly green. I was moving them around into the sun. I could probably grow mushrooms, but I understand gardening is my mother, that was like her favorite thing to do. She loved to garden. She was very much a gardener. She like grew all of her veggies, all of that stuff. So it's definitely therapeutic. Let's see here. Can you please make a video on waste yarn and maybe ear warmers and headbands? Yes, I will do that, Laura. I need to do that. But I will tell you, in the meantime, I know that Calumet Knits has a good video on closing, because that's how I think it was her video, I think, on using waste yarn or closing a tube, explaining how to close a tube. And that's really important for making the headbands. I've not made a lot of headbands, primarily because I don't have much hair, guys. I have like thin. I'm probably gonna be like one of those bald grannies, because it's really thinning. But so I look a little funny, and it's funny because not that I should make for myself, but if I had more hair, I would probably make headbands. My girls probably would wear them, but I love them. I love like seeing all the pictures of them, and they're just cute as can be. But that's one of the reasons I haven't really done any videos, because I haven't really made any for myself because I have no hair. But anyways, let's see here. Let's see. Barb says the crank knitter is awesome to show young grandkids. My 4-year-old granddaughter and I made a hat with the crank knitter. She picked out the yarn and helped me crank. Yes, she was so proud. It's so sweet. Like my boys have made hats for themselves and they loved it. Last night we had on the Zoom, we had Jacinda and her daughter Jada were cranking away. And I think she had said that they got the 22 for Christmas, and her little daughter just cranked out a hat when we were on the Zoom. So it's an awesome thing to share with your kids and grandkids, adult or young ones. Like if you have adult children, share it with them too, because it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm doing a scarf for my mother, Sarah says, on January. Let's see. Veronica says, I just logged on, so I'll watch from the beginning later tonight in case you answer the question. But how does one adjust the tension on the centro? Let me grab mine down and I will talk about tension. Hold on. I got to stand up after sitting here crisscross applesauce all this time and my legs aren't going to work. I'll grab the loom bot. No, I'll grab the centro. Here, we'll grab the centro. Because also I want to talk about, I took it apart, Mr. B, and I took it apart to clean it. And guys, it wasn't really that bad. And I didn't take the pins out, but we did use this silicone, a little bit of this silicone lubricant for plastic, 3-in-1 oil stuff. And what I did was when I took it apart, let me take this off of here. Let me do this. Let me show you. Veronica, I'm going to take this off. Hopefully you're still with us, Veronica. Hold on. Let me go here. I'm going to switch up the video here. Yes, you're going to see all of my stuff. Here. Okay. So what I did is probably going to do that. Hold on. Let me pull my table out. Oh, you can see all my cords and all the things. But okay. So first, let me just tell this really quick before I forget. What I did when we took this all apart, we took the bottom screws out first. I didn't take any of these screws out. So just the bottom screws out. You could take the rings off. You can take the thing that does the counter off. You just have to be careful so you don't break anything. But where I really, like, my handle was really loose, guys. So I was able to tighten that up, and I put the lubricants like around the gearing for the handle. And I could see that some of the gears are kind of wore a little bit. I will tell you, I think Sandy had shared this before, but I think it's Grumpy Head. Is it Grumpy Head Design, Sandy, or just Grumpy Head something? They 3D print like better gearing for your centros. It's a little pricey, but I'm half tempted to order it to try it. But anyways, I lubed that, and now it does actually crank smoother. I didn't lube anywhere else. I just did it right there, and we're gonna see how that does. Okay, so she had asked about tension. So let me do this. Let me do my camera here. Hold on. Oops. Let's see. Did I unplug my muted thing here? Okay. I got a little echo there. Hopefully you guys still hear me all right? Hopefully you can. But you have this the tension guide right here. I use the the center tension probably 95% of the time. I just go snap right into that center tension. So after you load your machine, you snap it in there. I use that for 4-weight yarn. If I'm using a 3-weight, I will go to this tighter tension. I very rarely use this loose tension. Almost always, probably like I said, 95 or more percent of the time I do it here. But when I'm doing this, let me scooch back just a minute. I also, so I snap it into the guide. Let me just show you. Let me grab some yarn here. I'll grab a little waste yarn or a little bit of my drawer here. Yarn, my drawer yarn. I'm not going to cast on or anything, but I just want to show you. So let's say I have my yarn in my feeder, right? I snap it into the guide right there. I hold my yarn off to the side like this while I'm cranking. Now, if I crank, and this is going up like this, like I'm holding the yarn, and this is always going up like this, then that's too tight. So you want to just hold it so that this is kind of, you want to find that happy medium. It can like bounce around. Your tension guide can bounce around, but you don't want it constantly up like this, because then that's not good. You're going to get a lot of like variations in your tension. So the key is finding that sweet spot while you're holding your yarn, putting it through the tension guide. Now, since it comes off right here, if I hold it off to the side, it'll pop out. I just kind of like, I snap it in and I hold it right here. You'll see in a lot of my videos that's what I do. So hopefully that's helpful, Veronica. But I do have a video on tension on YouTube as well. So if you look in the CranKnit guide, CranKnit 101, let's see, playlist over there on YouTube, you can find it there. I'm going to hang this back up. I will be right back momentarily. Okay. All right. So hopefully that's helpful. All right. Let's see. Do you mainly use worsted weight yarn for hats, Aran weight? And yes, Jane, I do. I mainly do. I will tell you though, I'm getting to where I'm trying out like a DK weight, a little bit more, a 3-weight in the States. That's what we'd call it. Because it does make a nice hat depending on the yarn. So it doesn't have to be a 4 worsted. I do think a 3-weight is going to go through the machine a little bit better. If you want a lighter hat, that's going to be a better way to go. But typically, in the States, I will tell you, for my crochet project, this project here that I'm going to do, the temperature blanket, Krista from the Secret Yarnery, I think it's Krista, right? Is it Krista? Yeah. She's like, this pattern is for a 3-weight yarn. I couldn't get the colors without ordering, because in the States, it's mainly 4. But I wanted to be able to walk into a place and just pick up yarn. So I'm going to do 4-weight, which will change the pattern a bit. But so yes, usually an Aran weight yarn is what I typically use. Anna is in the UK. Veronica says, what yarn do you recommend? For beginning yarn, if you are in the States, I would try out like some of the first yarns that I would try would be like Karen Simply Soft, Lion Brand Heartland. You can do a Lion Brand mandala yarn as long as it's not a 5-weight, like a 3 or a 4. That usually does okay. Yarn Bee Soft Secret is good. Yarn Bee Glowing. You don't have to use those all the time. You can Big Twist Value works too, but it makes a tight hat. A Big Twist Living, Big Twist Shine, all of those are good. Hirschner's Supreme worsted weight yarn is very good. This Ice Picasso yarn is beautiful. And I will have more reviews on the ice yarns as well coming out. The Loops and Threads Facet yarn, that's that. Well, I did facet yarn. I've done Red Heart Unforgettable yarn. It's that same kind of facets, kind of that roving type yarn. Manarola from Hobby yarns are beautiful, like from Hobby Online, like Hobby. But they're kind of pricey, but they have sales, so you can get stuff while they're on sale. But those are all yarn brands that I think are the least problematic starting out, and you're going to have the least frustration in trying. Do you have links to your poms and tags and pom buttons? Sheena, I just saw where I think Sheena had asked that. I think the link that I had in my Amazon affiliate store, which you can find if you go to supplies on hoopandhome.com. I just saw today that I think those are sold out. So I don't have a specific link now for the buttons, but the buttons, I do put the notches in the side too. But I did want to talk about pom-poms before, like I'll scroll all the way to the bottom, and I'll answer any questions at the bottom, because I know that I'm like way far away from that at the moment. I'm about a half an hour behind in the comments for anybody that might be getting frustrated. But here, I just ordered a bunch of like poms. They look like this. And I will have to share this link because I did test them out. I did fluff them and see, because the place where I originally ordered way back when, I ordered a bunch of poms on Amazon, and then I couldn't get them from them anymore. But I wanted to talk about this because first off, when you get the poms in the bag, they look hideous. They look all like really bad. They look not so good. Like, not horrible, some of them depending. I mean, you can like do this, and these aren't too bad, but if you do use a hair dryer on them, it makes them glorious and luscious and beautiful. But anyways, I will put a link to, because I do like these, so I will get that on my supplies list. I haven't done that yet. But what I wanted to talk about was, a lot of times people will ask me about size. And when I first started, I got the poms. I'm going to show you the ones that I got, and I liked them, but then I saw people with bigger poms, and I thought, oh, I want to order bigger poms. So I ended up getting these 5.5 inch poms, and that's what I've used for a lot of the hats. This is the Taylor Swift beanie thing that I did. You can see this is like a bigger pom, but I will tell you, see how it's like, if you look at it close up, it's just lots longer. This is a 5.5. This is a 3.9 or a 4. I kind of like these better. I just like the tightness of them. Those are the ones that I used on all of my double hat poms. So I'm going to go back to using these 3, and that's what I ordered down there. I think they're 3.9s or 4-inch poms, but they're just really, they seem to be, it's not that I don't mind that, but I kind of like the tightness of that pom a little bit better. So anyway, that's the pom-poms, and yeah, Amazon, and I'll get those in the supply link. And for tags, I get them from Artie Fox Studios right now. That's where I get them. Yeah, Connie says, started circular knitting about 6 months ago, and I definitely found my niche, or niche. Is it niche or niche? It's like skein or skein. Do you say skein or do you say skein? Do you say niche or do you say niche? They say that rich niches. I don't know. It's like tomato, right? Tomato. Let me see if we have any more questions. Hello, Miss Tracy, or Miss Tracy. Yes, I said it right. Please tell me which yarn you use for hats. The colors are beautiful. Hopefully, hello, Miss Tracy. Hopefully you heard my little rant there on the yarns. But I really like a soft, shiny yarn. It goes, just because I don't like fighting with it. I have a video coming out on Sunday, and I actually used the granny square yarn to make a hat, and y'all have to watch it because it's not what you'd expect. But yeah, I love certain yarns and I want to make them work, but sometimes some things don't work out the way you think. Let's see if I have any more over here. Very nice meeting all of you. See, Juliet 12 says, how was your Christmas? It was wonderful. I have to tell you guys, Mr. B, if you're watching, I love this chair. It's so incredible. It's like my butt is happy, guys. Hi, Daniel Childress 39 in Indiana, my home state. Grew up in Fort Wayne. Used to live in Auburn. Moved here from Auburn just not that long ago. Okay, let me scroll all the way down. I'm sorry if I missed comments, guys. Yeah, there's a lot here. Okay, and there's a lot that I can't read. Let me see. Okay. All right. So I'm going to scroll. Wait, I want to see this one here. Crystal says the shelters in California won't take anything that's not in box brand new, even if it's brand new, because you made it. They want direct from state. Yeah. Okay. See, that stinks. Because the thing is, why can't we help people? I mean, I was concerned when I first started that because of, Rona, that places wouldn't take it. But around here, people are cold, they're poor, they need stuff. I'm in like our community, like where I live, in the county I live in, it's more of a touristy county, and like the people that live here, we're like one of the poorer like counties in the area, and like lots of need. There's lots of need here. So I think, but see, California has a lot of need too, but it's not as cold, I guess. I don't know. But there's cold places. That just makes me sad. I don't know. So maybe we could figure something out. Before, I'd mentioned this before about, and I'm still contemplating the whole organization thing. Like, couldn't we all, like, I don't know. I really would like to help people because there's nothing better than somebody feeling, it's a way to show love to people, guys. It's not just, you know, we could all go buy hats at Walmart and give them to people that need hats. We could totally do that. I've had lots of people tell me, why don't you do that? Like, that's way smarter, you're whatever. But I think having something unique that somebody took the time to make, it just, we want people to know that, let's show that love and care. I don't know. And we do this thing and we can just share this love with other people. I don't know. It just makes me, I want to be able to spread that more. So, okay, I'm going to scroll all the way down. Let me scroll. I feel so bad. There's so many comments that I didn't answer or didn't like. Yeah, there's lots of them. So I'm going to work backwards here, and then I'll probably have to get off. But, I'm hoping we can sort something out. Anna says, someone somewhere will love our hats. I agree, Anna. It will happen. Carol Curley says, just started using my Addy today. Took 4 attempts to get started without dropping some stitches, but it's looking good. Unfortunately, only have DK yarn, but just ordered some Erin regards from England. Oh, Carol, that's awesome. And like I said, the DK will, you just have to, I will tell you, the thinner yarn though, well, and the Addy doesn't have the tension guide. So it's a little bit, you got to get that, figuring out your tension on the Addy sometimes is a little more difficult. And if you get a softer yarn, a lot of times you won't have the variations in tension. So this is another thing, like for any of you out there starting out, you can see that, like how the tension is so like nice on this hat. I would, like I've said this before, I'd like to say, oh, it's because I'm just so wonderful. It's the yarn, guys. When you use, like if you use the Big Twist Value yarn, I love it, but it has a lot more memory because it's more acrylic-y. So if your tension is a little jerky, you can get the little ridges in it. It's a little bit more apt to do that. So the less expensive acrylic-y, stiffer yarns will sometimes show those tension variations a little bit differently. So the softer, so this is like, it's like the makeup for yarn. If you use this soft, shiny yarn, it'll cover up all the flaws. I don't know. I'm silly, I know. Okay, could you name a country for an edit? I don't know what that means. Could you name a country for an edit? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that means. Yarning for Smile says that's how the local police and fire department is the same. It has to be brand new. See, that just yeah. Well, yeah. I have thoughts on that. I really think that we're missing the boat as a community. I know that they have rules, and I know that it's just sometimes making things. Yeah, I don't know. So maybe we could give stuff away. Because I thought about like we could do like hat boxes at places that'll let us put them. Because like old fashioned hat boxes, you put hats in a box. Like you can go to the hat box and get a hat, a handmade hat. I have this thought. I just don't know how I can like get it, like partnering with places to have hat boxes. How we have the like box library things where you can go and get a hat, like put them at churches or put them places where people can go and get them. Because I will tell you, this is another thing, and I know this to be true even back when my oldest daughter, who is now 30 and expecting my first grandchild, I'm so excited, my first grandchild at all, but it's going to be a little girl. But anyways, when she was in school, we lived in a community that was not well to do. And in school, I remember talking to the teachers because I was involved in the parent teacher group. They had a problem with kids coming to school in the wintertime. It was here in Michigan, where they don't have the stuff. They don't have hats, they don't have gloves, they don't have coats, right? And that's just not right in a society where we have so much, in abundance. But see, I know that there's a need even there, like within the elementary schools, the kids, older kids get a little pickier about what they wear and stuff, but the younger kids, I know there's need. So I don't know. I know. Kim says, I've made 3 of the Taylor Swift hats, one being a gift as a birthday party. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I couldn't help myself. I had to. Thank you. Thank you for that. And I want to give a shout out to the PJ Mommy for helping out. And I'll put her thing up there for a while. Make sure you head over to YouTube and like her channel, please, because she is just the sweetest lady and she's helping with moderation. I just love her. Just so sweet. You guys are awesome. All right. So let me, I'll do 2 more questions and I got to hop off, guys, because I got to go work on dinner. Let's see. Do you have any tips on how to make a little plush with the Central 48? I probably the only thing that I've done, you can't do the little like stuffies, like these guys. Like here's one I've done. Here's my little avocado. I love Holstein cows, guys. So this is my avocado that I made. It was probably one of the hardest things I made. I'm not gonna lie, that wasn't easy. I know it's silly. It was, but this was done on the 22. Now you can do like, here's the Yoda. I did this whole thing on the 48. So this is something you can do. And I know that if you look on YouTube, I want to say, what's her hold on, I will tell you. Hold on. I'm gonna look. I don't want to say it wrong because it'll be bad. Hold on. It's called JoJo Juju. Check out her channel, JoJo Juju AliExpress knitting pattern. She has a whole bunch of patterns and they're all free on YouTube. JoJo Juju AliExpress knitting patterns. So I think she probably has stuff that a lot of times, though, I will tell you, the stuffed animals, it'll call for the 48 and the 22. But you can alter things. The thing is you can't get those little small. You can, though. The other thing is you can, if something is needs to be smaller, you can do panels and make a tube. So you could take the 48, you could do a panel. But I'm not gonna lie, panels are not easy. They're a little tricky. They're a little tricky to learn, but they're just like anything else. Just takes practice. Oh, Kim says my fingernails. Yeah, that's another shout out. They're lasting a long time. It was Color Street. PJ Mommy sells Color Street, and I bought some. I'm not I've never had a manicure in my life. They're looking a little ragged up close because I was a little rough on them over the Christmas holiday, and I tore a nail. That one there, I tore it off, so it looks a little weird. But I've got another set. I'm gonna leave them on and just see how, I'm just shocked they're doing so well. But aren't they pretty? They match my loom bot. That's why I got this color. I might have to get it again, and it'll be like the color that I keep. Oh, here. PJ Mommy says, and she put the link. Grumpy Head Designs. That's who has the mechanism. So you can get like a new handle, new gearing for the 22 for the little guy. Which I need to order that and try it out. And then you can do that for the 48. They print them. So it is a little pricey, but I have to tell you, you could always get it. Like if everything else on your machine wears out, you could always get a new machine and put that new gearing in it. So it's something you could probably keep with you as you move forward. Nikita said she got a winder for Christmas. Oh, that's awesome. That I was winding last night. I did one cake. My winder gets a little funny, but yeah, I did one cake. Oh, I got to try out this big twist. Not big twist. What is it called? I have this whole stack over here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but basic stitch. I have not used this yet, and I bought a whole bunch of it, and I'm hoping that the machine will like it. I might end up using my Addie. I'm making a blanket for my granddaughter. So I have to get started on that. Okay. All right. So one more, and then I gotta hop off. One more. Let me see if I have any more over here on the Instaface. Can I call it the Instaface? Somebody said they grew up Scooby-Doo in Alaska, grew up in Fort Wayne, and I now live in Alaska. My mom's in Auburn. What? What the what? What the what? Scooby-Doo in Alaska? I want to live in Alaska. Before we moved here, we were looking for jobs for my husband in Alaska. And then it gets cold now. And I'm like, that probably wasn't a good idea. If he would have got a job, I probably would have froze my butt off. I'm so envious of you, though, Scooby-Doo in Alaska. I want to at least see Alaska before I die. I don't know if I will. It's on my bucket list of places to go, though. But yeah, I grew up north side of Fort Wayne, over on St. Joe Road. Went to Northrop Northside High School. Yep. And I used to live in Auburn. Yeah. Yeah, for about 11 years. Is that right? 11 years in Auburn, maybe? That's crazy. Crazy, crazy small world, right? Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Okay. So, all right. All right, all right. Do you have any tips on how to, I already got that one. All right. I don't know. Let's see. Do we have any more? Jax, hopefully I answered that question. But the plushies, a lot of them, but I will tell you, you can do like these, like not this. Well, this one was done on the 48. So you can do, like the pillows. These are Erin Makes Designs. Her flower pillows, you can do the really big one. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of cranking. Because if you think about it, this one's smaller. This one's a good one to start with. It's the flower pattern, daisy pattern. Is it the daisy pattern? I think. So that's a fun one. So you could do that too. That's fun year round. All right. Okay, guys. Well, I think I'm going to hop off here. Oh, wait. So this is So Yarn Crafted. Leah, what? Let's see. Hi, month and year. Crazy at work right now. I had to walk away for a minute. So I just said hi. Happy New Year. I am so sorry. I don't know what happened to your link. I was so excited for you to come last night. You'll have to come on maybe Sunday if you can. If you're like Sundays at 3, if that works for you. If not, we got to work something out. Because we got to hook up and craft together. So anyways, thank you all. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to hop off. I just want to say thank you all. Every last one of you. This has been incredible. Like you guys and your support and like, I don't know. I just really appreciate every last one of you. I appreciate all the kind words. I appreciate all the private messages and you guys supporting me and kind of looking out for me. I just really appreciate you. So, keep making, guys, keep cranking out. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me. I do couple things. I will be doing a cranking for community. I will be doing one on New Year's Day. So next Monday. And then I will always be doing the Thursday here. So far, we're going to keep it right now at 2:30. I think I like this time. I know not everybody can come, but you have to come back next week because we'll be doing a yarn giveaway too. So 2:30 back here. Let's see. What else was I going to tell you? Because we have the Zoom. If you want to get on the Zoom, I will post on YouTube in the comments. I will post the link so you can sign up for that. So you can get on the list for me to send you information for the next one. And I will also post it on the Facebook post. Sorry, Instagram, since the live goes away, I won't be able to post. So you'll have to hop over to either my YouTube. Oh, hold on. Wait. Somebody says I'm ignoring them because they're Asian. That is absolutely not accurate. So Addie, Eden, Men, I'm not ignoring you. I just have so many. If you could see, I have so many comments. I wouldn't do that. I would never do that. Not at all. Not at all. So anyways, make sure that you get signed up if that's something you want to do, because I would love to invite all of you to join that. And also make sure to get on the CrankKnit community on Facebook. So we have a great community there. We're almost at the 7,000 mark in there, which is insane to me. But anyways, I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to shut up. You guys can have a wonderful rest of your day. Hopefully you'll be back. And thank you all for watching. So we'll see you later. Bye now. Have a good one. Go make something.